Action. We ready.
We ready.
We ready.
This is Say More with Carla Pesono. Hey everybody, today's guest is known on social media as Mr. Professor. He's a Louisiana native and former educator turned huge social media Gen X influencer, known for grocery store jam sessions to yacht rock sing-alongs, and now taking that energy on the road with the Gen X Takeover Tour. We rock together. Nick Harrison, welcome to Say More.
Carla, thank you so much for having me. I've been looking forward to this, man. After season 1, I was like, when is Carla going to get me on the show?
Dude,
now I'm on the show.
You're on the show.
I'm about to say more right now.
We saying more, baby. We are kicking off season 2. I'm so excited to have you.
I'm excited to be here. Like, this relationship that we have as friends goes way beyond social media and beyond like podcasts and all these things. So I'm excited to be here to chat it up with you on this show.
Yeah.
I'm just
for people that don't know, me and Nick met because of Bills Mafia.
Yes. We're both big Bills fans.
Yeah.
Go Bills. Go Bills.
Go Bills. So Nick did a very, very viral video that even the Buffalo Bills shared.
Yes.
Where it's you in the car in your jersey and you're rocking out to Rage Against the Machine.
Yes.
And I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to meet this guy. So I immediately hit him up. I'm like, you're in Louisiana? And of course, I'm president of the Buffalo Bills chapter here in New Orleans and have you come out to the bar. Mm-hmm. And now you and your wife, Lisa, are family.
Yes. Mafia means family.
Yeah, mafia is family.
Exactly what happened, man. Like, it was that whole thing was just crazy where I'm in the car jamming out the Bulls on Parade and the Bills caught wind of it and the NFL caught wind of it and they started like commenting and sharing it and it just went absolutely viral and crazy and insane.
It was insane.
And then played like Dawson Knox, who just got re-signed.
Yes,
shout out to Dawson Knox. He reshared it and all these things. And like, it was so crazy to watch all these people that I follow and I cheer on and champion to cheer on and champion my content, which meant a ton to me. So, it's just a big part of my life. And we just came from Buffalo, as a matter of fact. We just had a show in Buffalo. Got to hang out with a bunch of Bills.
So you're not from, you're just a Bills fan. Explain that, because you're from Louisiana.
Yes, I'm from Louisiana, that's born and bred. I just grew up as a huge Bills fan. It started with the 4 Super Bowl run back in the early 90s. And as a child, I just became enthralled by the team and really got attached to them, and it's continued to this day. So I'm very thankful for my relationship with the Bills.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best fan base to be part of. Great. It really is.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I agree.
Okay, wait. Let's go back because obviously you have blown up on social media. You have millions of followers, and now you're taking it on the road with this takeover. Mm-hmm. But you were an educator before.
Yes.
Okay, so when did you were an educator for 15 years, and then when did you start making videos and you're like, listen, I want to do this full time?
So the story goes that I was teaching in college for years at Grambling State University, which was my first alma mater in my hometown. And I left there to go teach elementary school. My heart was in teaching kids. So I left college, went to go teach elementary in Monroe, Louisiana for 7 years, and then did 1 year of administration at a junior high. And while I was there, like in the middle of all of this, the pandemic happens in 2020. And I get sent home as teachers were done. Teachers got sent home. I ended up working with an organization that was doing enrichment for the students of frontline workers, doctors, nurses who had high-risk parents and didn't want to send their kids to their parents or the kids' grandparents, I should say. So they brought them to us, and we cleaned and made sure that everything was sterile for them. We practiced safe distancing, all these things, made sure they had food, breakfast, lunch, and helped them with their classes and their classwork while they were, out of the classroom. And while I'm doing this, I have a coworker of mine who convinced me to get on TikTok. Now, I had originally been on TikTok before that, like a month or two in 2020. And that's when it started kind of picking up because that's when Musical.ly became TikTok. And I immediately deleted it after one day because I thought I was going to get put on a watch list because it was nothing but teenage girls dancing. I was like, no,
Yeah,
I don't need to be a part of this. Get me away. But my coworker got me to come back and say, hey, there's comedy, there's other stuff there. There's a bunch of music. I know you're really into music. So this may be an avenue for you. So I decided to get back involved with it. Started making videos. I was making like 10, 12 videos a day while I was at home and at work because I was so
Well, and it's
bored.
also you were home.
Yeah,
what
like I
else
didn't
you
have
gonna
much to do. You know,
That's like the story with so many people that got huge, like Stale Cracker. He all started from the pandemic.
right. There were a bunch of, especially there were a lot of teachers who jumped on TikTok, Instagram during the pandemic because they were at home with nothing to do.
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
But it was a way to have connection.
Yeah.
And that's what it has continued to be over these past 5 years is that it's connection. People finding a way to connect with you when they can't see you in person or don't get to see you in person.
Yeah.
So I started making the videos and the followers count started like growing day by day, week by week, month by month. And before I knew it, like a year later, I was at 1 million followers, which was just
year.
like I think it was 1 or 2. Matter of fact, it was
but it's
2
just
years.
by being consistent. This is all TikTok.
It was all This was all TikTok. Instagram wasn't doing as great. Facebook wasn't doing as great as the time. But it was TikTok that was really taking off, and I was getting all these offers to do these shows and work with these different companies. That's how I got involved with WWE, was through my work with TikTok at the beginning and some of these other wrestling companies like AEW, because a lot of my content was wrestling based. I'm a huge wrestling fan. And a lot of it stemmed from all of that. So I'm very thankful for my time as a teacher, but I ended up retiring once I hit around once I hit 1 million. I retired, left the teaching profession, came here to the New Orleans area to be with my wife, Lisa, who you mentioned earlier, or we live in Hammond. And that's where my career really started to take off, was when I retired and focused primarily on content creation.
Yeah. That is, it's insane that you're able to like blow up that fast. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, I denied it for a long time because I had friends who were like, "You're gonna blow up." I was like, whatever.
So what video, or was it a specific video that was like, oh, this is it. Now I want to do this for a career? Or was it just gradual and then you're like, wait, I've hit 1 million. I need to be monetizing this and just make this a career?
It was just gradual.
Okay.
Because in the beginning, when TikTok really started to get big, they used the creator rewards program. And they started doing like the grant program where they were paying creators for their content. Now
I still haven't tapped into that. Well, I don't get paid on TikTok.
At the beginning, it wasn't a ton. And it was nothing to like leave my job over because I was still teaching at the time and still making a decent wage. It was paying the bills, paying bills, paying rent. $100. Y'all know about that. So it was just a little bit, it was like pocket change, like gas money.
I guess.
But then once the video started to get more popular, the money started to get better on TikTok. But the money has nothing to do with why I do what I do. Why I do what I do is because we live in a dark world, and it is important for there to be light in the world. And I want to be a light. I want to bring happiness and joy and smiles and music and dancing and all these things, and comedy, of course, to as many people as I possibly can, because we need it now. These past couple of years, we needed it more than ever. Yeah. So I want to be that kind of a creator that just brings joy to people's day, brings a smile whenever he possibly can. And that's what I try to do every single day with my content. And that's what it's about. But this is where my passion was. Like, my passion was in education, my passion was in teaching. But then once this started to really roll, because what happened, I was still working for a radio station here in the New Orleans area when I moved here. And I was splitting my time with that in content creation, but content was starting to become more of a prevalent part of my life and my career. And then I ended up doing a reality show for NBC. And being in England for like a month filming this TV show. And it was just so much fun. And I was still doing the content while I was there and still trying to do the radio stuff as well. And I was burning. I was up at like, because the time difference is like 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
So when we were doing the show, I was out from the studio trying to rest. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to be on and produce and do these things and cut these segments. And then I need to make content. I need to go live. I need to do this. I need to do that. Oh, got to get up in the morning and go film this show. And it was just, it really wore me out. And it was exhausting. But it put a lot of stuff in perspective for me as to where I should really focus my energies. And then around a couple months after that, I ended up leaving ESPN, the radio station I was working for. And just at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go full bore content creation. I'm not going to look for a teaching job. I'm not going to look for another job in radio. I'm just going to do this. And once I focused completely and solely on that with the merch that we were selling at the time, still selling, the We Rock Together, and the content that I was doing, it became a legit business. And that is the way that we have tried to treat it. And that's why it has gotten to the place that it has, because we put energy into it. And thank God that it has become what it has become today, because I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. And like you said, like you were just shining light into this world. And like, that is what we need. That's why I got a TV news, because I'm sick of just talking about death and like really negative things that are happening in the world. I'm like, I just want to talk about food and laughter. Let's just eat and be merry. You know,
it's my favorite. Like, I love watching the food stuff that you do. I love watching content in general.
I appreciate
ravioli and crawfish boil. Yeah. I'm trying that. ASAP.
Okay, so being from Louisiana, have you ever had ravioli and crawfish boil?
No, I haven't. That is...
People are knocking that. I
wouldn't knock it. Don't knock it till you try it. Look, man, if you are a crawfish connoisseur, you know that people will try new and different stuff all the time. You have your traditionalists that want to do the same thing every time because they know that it works. And that's totally fine, because crawfish is great. It's delicious.
But like, it's not taken from the crawfish when you're doing different fixins. You could of course have the mushroom, corn, potato.
I'm a corn and potato
sausage. Guy. Me too. But think about it. That juice, that boiled juice is so good. Buddy. Think about all the things.
Look, man, it's great. So
meatballs.
Oh, look.
Dumplings, edamame.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Can we stop? And like go get some crawfish and get some ravioli.
But I think people should start like adding some new mix-ins to some of these places.
Give it a try, man. Give it a try.
Yeah.
Give it a try. We're gonna get killed for this, but give it a try. I'm telling you.
Give it a try.
I'm sure I'm gonna try it myself. I'm sure it's gonna be fantastic.
People are trying to hate on me, like, oh, you're an outsider, you're a Yankee, you don't know. I'm like, you know where I learned that from? A guy on the West Bank. That's where I learned that.
That makes so much sense, because listen to
they were the ones doing it.
When you talk to somebody in New Orleans, they say, you know where I got this from? A dude on the West Bank. You need to listen. Yeah. Because the West Bank,
they know what's up.
They know the West Bank is the best bank.
Wait,
they know what's up.
West Bank.
There it is. Shout out to Harvey.
The
West Bank, baby. Look, hey, I'm telling you. Marrero.
I used to work at Marrero. I love it. Wait, you were talking about, I forgot about the whole wrestling thing with you. Yeah. Wait, did you know that that's kind of how the whole jumping through tables with Bill's Mafia really started? Because we have such a big WWE influence.
Yeah. Like
Buffalo.
I love the fact that people in Buffalo and Bill's Mafia, they love wrestling so much. That's probably, that's why it's such a big fit for me. Because
it all makes sense.
Like all these things I love: rock music, wrestling, football, the Buffalo Bills. It all goes together in one thing.
Goes together.
And you can probably find it in Hammer's Lot. So like it's all I love it. I love it so much. It's just the best.
Okay, have you gone to a tailgate? Obviously.
Have I?
Like how many?
Oh God.
Dozens?
Handful.
Because I've only been to a few, ironically, being a Buffalo girl.
Well, as far as like Bills tailgates, I've been to a
The ones
couple
in Buffalo.
I've gone to, I want to say 3 or 4 in Buffalo. We just did one this past year for the Eagles game. I went through the tailgate in Buffalo. We did a Buffalo tailgate in Seattle a couple years,
Oh,
like
yeah.
not last year, but the year before,
Uh-huh.
for the game in Seattle. And that was fantastic.
What's your
So
favorite thing about Buffalo Bills tailgates?
the food. The
Really?
food. Oh, dude, without question, because I'm a big wing guy. My doctor does not like the fact that I'm a big wing guy, but I'm a big wing guy. So being able to go to these different tailgates and have some of the food that they're cooking up, and it's not just wings, it's so many other things, and it's just all delicious and fantastic. And getting the chance to try out all these different wares and just go to the different tailgates, because you can't just go to one. There's so many different tailgate spots around the stadium
Yeah,
that
there's a
you can go
million.
to. They got Game Day Buffalo. They
They
have
have
a
fans of
Hammer
Buffalo,
Slide. They have Fans of Buffalo. You got
Twin
Poncho's
Oaks.
Army. Of course, you got the Mafia House, which is up for sale right now. You want to buy the Mafia
Dude,
House?
let's buy it.
Let's go in
How
on
much
it.
is it?
I will go half on it. I got 5 on it to
I
buy the
got
Mafia
5
House.
on it.
Hey, you might get copyright. I am all about these tailgates. I'm all about going to Buffalo and having fun. I'll be there this coming season as soon as we find out dates.
I know, I'm going too. We got to figure that out.
We got to coordinate.
Because
Carla.
new stadium.
We got to coordinate.
New stadium.
New stadium.
I know.
Look, man.
I kind of
I'm
want to go for the home
for it.
opener, but it might be insane. But I might just do it.
Yeah, you go to the home opener, you might
Yeah.
But hey, the Sabres are good right now. So
Oh my God,
might
the
have to go back to that. The
Sabres.
Sabres are
We're gonna start doing
well.
watch parties for the Sabres, by the way.
Please.
We are. I'm
Invite me.
I am gonna invite you because
Please.
like this could be it.
Because I just watched
There was
that
some
game.
guy that predicted that the Sabres were winning the Stanley Cup in 2026.
Yeah.
He said this back in 2018.
Right.
The Sabres were going to win the Stanley Cup in 2026, and
then
the
Bills
Bills
will win in 27.
in 27.
That's right. I remember that. And like now, the way that they're playing
Let's
playing
see.
great. I watched the game on Sunday. Beat the Lightning 8-7. A million fights in the game, but it was still
So
fantastic.
much
Still much
fighting.
fun. Still much fun. So much fun.
Okay,
much
so being in Buffalo, what was the best wing you've had?
Oh, I'm a Bar Bill guy.
You are?
I'm
Okay.
Bar Bill. Now, Bar Bill is my number one. I gotta give.
What do you
those
get there?
Duffs.
Did you ever get the Cajun?
The Cajun Honey Buddy Barbecue
Ooh.
is what I get, which is from what we've been told, Josh's favorite.
It is Josh's favorite.
And so of course, you got to get Josh's favorite. But
Yeah.
I love the medium. The medium is good. You know,
Yeah.
medium with blue cheese.
Are you a blue cheese guy?
I'm
You are Buffalo through and
she's
through.
hilarious. Do you hear this? You hear this, folks? Are you a blue cheese guy? Look,
Hot
is the
with
sky blue?
cheese.
Look, man.
Hot with blue
Did they name the
cheese.
New Orleans airport after Satchmo? Is he? Are you a blue cheese guy? Look,
I freaking love that though. No, there's so many people that don't even care for blue cheese. You really
I
are
don't
a
care
Buffalo
for them.
guy.
I don't care for them. I don't care for them.
I don't care for them either. I don't care for them either, man. Yeah, I love Bar Bill. You got to go to 911 Tavern next time.
I've heard great things about.
That's the
9/11
best
Tavern.
traditional wing. So
Yeah, I'm all for it. But shout out to Dove, shout out to Wingnuts.
Oh yeah, for
Uh,
sure. But that's the thing about Buffalo. We have the best. We really do have the best wings.
It's hard to go anywhere in Buffalo. Maybe Anchor Bar, but it's hard to
Yeah.
go anywhere in Buffalo and not really like the wing.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of different places. Like, was it Franco's? The pizza. The
Oh,
pizza
yeah.
at Franco's.
Yeah.
It's just
Everything's so
top
good.
notch.
Oh, now I'm
Bada
like-
Bing. Shout out to Bada Bing.
Yeah.
Pizza Bada Bing is great too. And
Now
they
I
got
just
some
want to
great
go back
wings
to
too.
Buffalo and eat the food. People,
I'm ready to go back.
It's such.
I hated to leave.
It's such an underrated food city. Like people think like, oh, Buffalo, what do they got? It's just snow and bad football.
No.
And it pisses me off because our food scene is so special.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got amazing, of course, Italian, German food, American food.
The
We got
Italian
the
food
beef
is
on wet.
incredible. The
We
beef
got
on
the
wet.
wing. We got some of the best pizza.
It's great. It's great. The pizza in Buffalo is extremely underrated.
It's extremely
Extremely
underrated.
underrated.
It's
So
a
good.
doughier crust.
Yeah, but
So it's not
really
like a New
good.
York style. It's a little bit doughier, and I think that's because it's
But
the
it's
Sicilian.
Fantastic.
Oh,
I
good.
can't. I'm ready to go back.
Picasso's.
Oh,
Try Picasso pizza or Bocce pizza. Mmm.
I didn't have breakfast this morning.
I
She's
know.
killing
Now
me.
we're just talking about
She's
food.
killing me.
Okay, let's talk about these Gen X takeovers.
Okay.
So you decided to take this on the road, and you guys are selling out all these different venues.
Yeah. It's crazy how it all came to fruition. So we were myself and the Real Slim Sherry, who we're all on tour together. Myself, the Real Slim Sherry, Kelly Mano, and the Dad Bod veteran John Wellington. We Sherry and I were at an award show in 2024 together, and we had never met each other in person, but we had talked online all the time, and we were excited about meeting each other for the first time. And when we got together, it was just magic. It was fantastic. And she was like, I really want to do something. She had just got finished doing a cruise. She's like, I really want to do something, like a land event or something. We want to do something. It's like, okay, cool, I'm down. Like, what do you want to do? So we called John and Kelly, and we're like, we want to do something. They were like, cool, we want to do something. What do you want to do? And we decided the original idea was to go to Nashville, eat bonbons in our pajamas, and make content. And then like make an announcement on social media, be like, oh, we're all hanging out together. We're going to be at this place. Come eat with us. Or da, da, da. And a couple of our significant others were like, this is not, no. Your fans want to see you. You guys should really just do something together and advertise and let people know that you're going to be there.
Yeah, go to a venue.
So, right. Now, in the middle of all of this, I got the opportunity to go out on the West Coast and do a couple of comedy gigs, because comedy has been something that I've dreamed about since I was a child. And this social media journey has given me the opportunity to reclaim that dream. And I got to go out and do a couple of shows, one in San Diego, one in Arizona. And while I'm doing this, I'm telling them, like, if we want to do something, let's do a comedy show. And the other three were like, we're not comedians. I said, well, you can be. Like, let's figure something out. Let's do something. So we rented out a comedy club in Nashville, told people we're going to be there doing a show. And we sold out in like 24, 48 hours.
Wow.
And the comedy club called us not too long after that. They were like, hey, do you need help selling tickets? We were like, no, we're already sold out. They said, well, dang, do you want to do another show? So we ended up doing a matinee before the show we originally had scheduled. And we did an after party at this place called Pins in Nashville. That's downtown. It's this huge, like, adult arcade. It's got pin bowling, old school video games, pinball, big slides. Like, it's just big giant Jenga, just all these things. So a bunch of people showed up to that as well, along with the show. So we had fun doing it. So we decided to do it again. And we did another show in Cleveland at a piano bar, sold it out, did live piano karaoke after the show. And people were just loving it. So we said, let's try to plot out a tour. And this was the beginning of 2025, beginning of last year. We did Atlanta, New Orleans, shout out to Southport Hall, Las Vegas, because we went back to the award show that we were at before and did a comedy show as a part of the week of the comedy show, of the award show. And did Vegas, and then we did St. Louis. And around the time we got to St. Louis, actually Atlanta is where we hooked up with our current tour manager and our host, the great Justin Ruppel from America's Got Talent and other things. And he's the voice of Tough Nut on How to Train Your Dragon.
I didn't know that.
Which is very cool. So we did all this, ended up hooking up with a booking agent, and they booked us on all these dates at the end of 2025. And now 2026, we have all these shows that we're doing all across the country. We just finished this year already. We've done Detroit, Charlotte, Baltimore, Buffalo. I fly out to Indianapolis tomorrow. No, to Chicago tomorrow. It's all running together.
Yeah.
Chicago, Indy.
So you just knew, like, okay, if we're selling out, we're just going to take this on the road. And you've been doing this for how long now?
This has now been about a year and a half.
And how many shows a month?
Usually it's about 1 or 2 a month. Like, we're old, so we
Gen X.
We only
and you guys have families.
Yes, we have families. I have small children at home. We all have kids and families to deal with, and well, not deal with, but to take care of.
Yeah, maybe take care of the kids.
Take care of it. Maybe, if
Gotta be there.
If the feeling's right. We didn't want to do like a bunch of shows in like one time
And
like
overwhelm
this.
yourself.
Right. So we would only do like 1 or 2 shows a month. This month is an anomaly because of the way that everything was booked. Originally, we were doing 8 shows just this month.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and then next month it'll go back to like the 1 or 2 every other month.
But this is it. This is like the full-time thing you're doing.
Yeah, well, the content creation is the full-time thing I'm doing, and the comedy right now is a part of all of that. So this is another avenue.
Just part of the brand.
Another part of the brand, another part of all of our brands, because this is a team effort.
Yeah.
We're all doing this together. So we're all taking time out of our content creation and our brands to focus in part on this. And it's been a great journey so far. We've been able to really get a lot of good exposure and go all around the country. We do our first international shows this year in Canada.
Where in Canada?
It's Mississauga, right outside of Toronto, and Thunder Bay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Both in Ontario, but it's like 7 hours apart because Ontario is huge.
Maybe you'll get a lot of Buffalo people.
I would hope. Like Mississauga is right over the border.
Yeah.
Because Buffalo is right there on the Canada border.
Yeah.
So hopefully you will get a lot of Bills folks who are coming to that show. And I think that we will.
That's exciting.
Probably a lot of the people who went to the Buffalo show will be like, well, I'd love to go again. So let's go to Toronto. And it's just been a great journey, and we've had a lot of fun. Of course, there's your hardships along the way. There's burnout. There's being tired. There's all of the things, and you stay around the same group of people for enough time, you're all going to get frustrated with each other at some point.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of the business.
That's the nature of anything.
So it's all been great, and I'm very excited about where it's going to go moving forward. We just did our first cruise in November.
Yeah, the cruise.
That was crazy.
Didn't you say you sold over like 250 rooms or something crazy?
So what it was, we had an original allotment of cabins. We sold all of those out in no time.
Wow.
And then other booking agents, travel agents were trying to book Gen X cruises on our same boat, telling people that they were going to get them into our events, which did not happen and would not happen. That is not fair. So they ended up giving us more cabins to sell to try to make sure that we were accommodating our people who were getting scammed by other travel agents.
Yeah.
And sold those too. So we had like 1,200 people. Something like that. Don't trust me with numbers. Never trust Nick with numbers.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people. I'll just say that.
There were a lot.
It's a ton. So we had a ton of people on the cruise last year. We're doing another cruise in
And that's hard to book.
Oh, dude.
Because a cruise it's a vacation. So like to get people to like be like, I'm going to take up because people are very picky about their vacations. You only get a certain amount of time a year. For them to come out and book your cruise, I mean, what does that mean to you?
It's tough. It means a lot. It was tough to get off the ground, but once we finally did, it was such a relief when we were finally on the boat. It's like we don't have to have any more meetings, no more trying to figure out logistics on this, that, or the other. Everything is done. We're here on the boat, so let's do our thing. The first event that we had on the boat, official event for like what we were doing to entertain, was an event that I was doing. Like we had our opening night mixer to welcome all the people, and that was insane. Like this whole like bar area and deck that was absolutely wall to wall, shoulder to shoulder, and people lining up as soon as they saw us to try to get pictures and autographs and all these things.
Wild.
It's all insane. Like the whole thing.
You're
like,
famous, man.
Like I'm just a dude. Like I need y'all. Look, I'm gonna look straight down the barrel for this one. I need y'all to understand something. I'm a guy. I'm a dude. That's all I am. So when people are like seeing me like it happens a whole lot more now than it ever has, when people see me in the wild, like on a plane or in the street or at the gym, like today where I'm changing, like I got a towel and nothing else. And this guy looks at me and goes, anybody ever tell you look at that guy that does all those remixes on Instagram? And I was like, yep, I get it every day. Because it is like, I'm wearing the shirt and everything. He's like, you look a lot like
You
that
look
guy.
just like him.
It's
It's the beard.
it's so crazy the way that all it happens, but I'm still just who I am. Like I'm no different than
Yeah.
I was before all this stuff happened. I'm still the same dude. It's just so I never want to get adjusted to it. I never wanted to be just commonplace. I never wanted to be where I'm just like, oh, well, this is, it happens all the time. Blah,
Yeah,
blah.
no.
I never want
It
to be
should
that
be
guy.
exciting. And
Never
you should
wanna
wanna
be that guy.
Yeah.
But-
When you meet your fans in person around the country, what's the most shocking thing you notice?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say it like this. I was at the bank yesterday. I needed some documents that only the bank could give me. There's a lady who walks in with her boyfriend. She turns around while she's at the ATM. She spots me, walks towards me, and goes, "Are you Mr. Professor?" with tears like welling up in her eyes. And she just starts, as soon as I say that yes, it's me, she starts just bawling, crying. And this has happened a good bit with different people. And the first thing that I notice is first of all, for a lot of them, it's the recognition of, oh my God, it's you. And I still don't necessarily know how to handle that because, again, I don't think of myself as different or better than any other person, man, woman, beast, whatever. I am just who I am. And I do this because I want to make people happy and I want to make people smile. And the fact that there are so many people that understand what I'm that understand what I'm trying to do and that get it and that find joy in it just makes my heart sing, man. It makes me so happy.
Yeah.
So it's it's hard for me to pinpoint the first thing or the only thing that I noticed or the main thing that I noticed.
Wasn't there, like, you were telling me that there's some people that haven't during COVID, like, never even left the house and
Yeah. We got that with our first show in Nashville. Like people who were like, this is the first time I left the house since the pandemic. And that was what, 4 years after that?
What?
Like, yeah, this is
So
the first
haven't
time.
left their house in 4 years, but you brought them out and they came to the event.
It's because of the connection that I was talking about earlier. Like people
Wow.
find connection with us through our content because of the relatability to them. Like if you're of a certain age, Gen X, elder millennial, so on and so forth, you understand the music, the culture, the commonalities in our upbringing, the way that we were raised. We talk a lot about a feral generation that was raised on the water hose, and we all have those moments where we were little kids and we went outside to play and we drank from the water hose because our parents wouldn't let us back in the house. Like we didn't have a Walla bottles, or we didn't have water bottles of any kind. Like we had water from the hose, and that's what you drank. And you have, like I have a unique experience because when I was growing up, like we would come home, we go in the house, our parents would tell us to put on our play clothes. So we change the clothes and the clothes that we would go outside and play in, stuff that isn't necessarily doesn't fit all the way anymore, might have a hole or two in it. Like you go outside and you play in this, you stay outside until the street light come on. And that's what we did. We did not sit around the house. We didn't play a bunch of video games. Well, I mean, we did once Nintendo and Atari came out, but it was more about going outside, becoming attuned with nature. Go play with your friends. Go play basketball. Go play football. Go do something. And that's what we did.
I'm a millennial, and I still feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like I still had that same upbringing.
Yeah.
Are you worried about like the next generations, the Gen Zs, and what's next? What's the Alpha? What is it called?
Gen Alpha, Gen Beta.
Gen Beta.
All these kids.
Are you worried about like the direction of society is going, being a Gen Xer?
I don't. And I tell you why. I think that the way that this world is going to be shaped, it really falls on our parents. Not our parents, but us as parents.
The way you were raised.
And I believe that there are enough Gen X, no matter what your generation is, good parenting is good parenting, no matter how old you are, where you come from. And I think that we have enough good parents that are going to help steer these generations in the right direction. Now, it's going to take work, and it's going to take us really focusing on what's important and trying to instill in our kids that there's more to life than a computer screen or a phone screen, or and that coming from a content creator, that's saying something.
I know, same.
But
But I think about that too, but also like the jobs are going to be
yeah,
so different.
yeah, like
So
it's
I worry about like the job situation, but what you said is exactly right. Like if you're raised right and you have good values and morals and you instill that in your
mhm.
children and they're just good people, right? You just want to raise good people.
That's the point, is that we want to raise good human beings, want to raise respectable, good human beings. And it's important for us to be real with our kids and to be honest with them. I've told as many kids as I can, and having a name like the professor, it's hard for some people to grasp it, but college ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's not. I'm not saying that to say you shouldn't go to college. Don't go to college, kids. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is college is not for everybody. Public school is not for everybody. We homeschool our children. Yeah, I work from home. My wife works from home, so we homeschool our kids
Yeah.
because public school ain't for every kid. College isn't for every teenager. Like, you have to be real with your kids and tell them, you know, there are opportunities for you in this world, but you have to make sure that you are prepared for them and prepare yourself the right way. And the right way isn't always what society tells you is the right way.
Yeah.
You have to use your discernment, you have to use your common sense to understand what is the best thing and best course of action for you. Because what the best course of action for you may not be the best course of action for me, may not be the
Hmm.
best course of action for the person down the street. But you have to make sure that whatever it is, it is for you, that God has made it for you, that you have prepared yourself for those moments, and that you execute the plan.
Amen. Drop the mic, Mr. Professor.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, yeah, very good point. So, who would be like a dream person you would want to collab with?
Oh, that's a great question. Keith Lee.
Ah,
Keith Lee, he's gonna be here for Family Day.
he is.
I
You
that
could
would
easily
be
collab with him.
that would be my, like, there's
Why him?
because he's so real and so genuine and so giving. And when you talk about being a light on social media for a dark world, that is what he is. The way that he has championed small businesses, and I know that he puts God first in everything he does, and that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
And that to me is important. Having a good head on your shoulders, loving your family, loving God, and being a champion for the little guy. And that is what he is. And I admire that. Like him, there's a list of content creators that I'd love to collab with. Him, Kev on Stage, Jordan the Stallion, Jordan Howlett, I think is his name. There's so many different creators that are out there that are putting out such great content that I would love to do something with. Now, I've gotten the chance to collab with some great creators and some great entities and businesses. Like I said, I've done stuff with WWE, AEW. I love professional wrestling, as I said. I've done stuff with my buddy Jake, Pete's Beer Party out of Atlanta. He came here for a con not too long ago, and we did some content together, and that was really cool. I love when I get to collab with my fellow Gen X friends.
Yeah.
So when we're on the road doing the comedy shows, we do videos together, which I love.
I
And
love
it just makes me very,
collabing.
it's just the best. Like,
It's so fun.
I have one of my neighbor kids who is my son's best friend. He just started a YouTube channel, and he does Legos, and he's doing a special video for his 10th subscriber. He has asked me to collab with him. So that may be my favorite collab of all time.
Yeah.
Doing these Legos with an 8-year-old on YouTube. Because that's what it's about, man. Like it's not he doesn't need to have 1 million followers for me to be like, yeah, I'll do your stuff.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
be
you
on
gotta
your
help out.
you gotta love on these kids, man. Like you
Yeah.
gotta if you want to talk about bringing the next generation in the right direction, part of that is showing them love and being giving of your time and of your energy to show them that they are important and that they are loved. And that's a big part of my platform is showing people that they are. I sign off my live saying that you're loved, you're appreciated, you're important, you're more than enough exactly as you are, and always remember to be great. Because there are people in this world that don't understand, don't know how much they are loved, and don't understand how much there are people in this world that will show you respect and kindness and common decency, no matter what your race, creed, your orientation, your pronouns, whatever it is. There are people in this world that love you, and they don't hear it enough.
Yeah.
We don't hear "I love you" as much as we could or as we should. So
Mhm.
that's part of my platform and why I do what I do. It's because I want people to know that if nobody else has told you that they love you, I love you. I'm here for you. I support you. I believe in you. I appreciate you. I thank you. And I champion you.
Yeah.
I got your back.
You just feel it in just like meeting you. Like you're just so down to earth. I think that's what like you
Oh,
said, like just being like when you meet certain people, they kind of or like you try to reach out to certain creators, like,
yeah.
oh, I would love to collaborate, and they don't get back to you and they act like they're too good. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like we're all just human.
Mhm.
We're all like just this is like the wild, wild west of is social media.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's just work together. Let's see let's bring our audiences together. It's all
Right.
about community.
I try to give time as much as I can.
Yeah, you just
because
try. Yeah.
people have done that for me. Like
That's what I'm
you
saying.
treat others the same way that you would want to be treated. So for me, I want to make sure that I'm trying to reach out and give to other creators as much as I can because other creators have done that for me. And not just creators, but just people
But just
in general.
people, yeah. Just people just watching and sharing your stuff and letting you live like a dream life.
Right. Like people this is not me. I will tell anybody who will listen, I keep hitting the microphone. I'm so sorry. I will tell anybody who will listen, anybody who will perk up an ear that this is all God. This is not me.
Right.
God has provided for me so greatly, and I'm so thankful for that. But He has done that so I can give to others. And that's the same way for anybody. Like the provisions that you have been given, the blessings that you have been given are not yours, they're His. And what He wants you to do is the same thing that His Son did. It's like give to other people, love on other people, and be an example of how you want other people to be. So that goes also into the next generation. If we are the examples for the next generation that we should be, then the next generation is going to be fine. Just be an example.
Yeah.
Be a light, be an
Be a
example,
light.
and the people will see it and gravitate towards it.
Yeah. I love that. You're making me get ideas about things I want to do and how I grow and stuff. Yeah.
I love it.
Say more, baby.
Say more.
Say more.
Say more. Don't say less. Say more.
Say more.
Say more.
If someone opened your Spotify, what would they be shocked to see that you listen to?
Christian contemporary. Of course, because you always see on the social media the old school stuff. Well, probably that.
I do believe that though.
Well, that in country. I'll say that because like people believe the Christian contemporary because of the way that I walk and the way that I what I say and the thing I do. But the country music, people don't usually see me do country music on the content as much as I listen to it because 90s country, my God, is my jam. Like I
like
will,
give me some like is 90s country because I'm a Buffalo girl. We didn't listen to country. I started listening to it when I moved south. But is that like George Strait? Or is
Part of
that
it, yeah.
is George Strait young 80s?
Part of it, like that's 80s and 90s.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So it's more but a lot of your prevalent country artists from the 80s were also prevalent in the 90s.
Hank
as well.
Williams Jr.
Some.
Or is he?
It's more like Joe Diffie, Travis Tritt, Randy Travis, Reba McEntire.
Oh, okay.
Early Shania Twain, because that was like late 90s.
Yeah.
But like some of these, like Joe Diffie was my guy. I drive a pickup truck now and think about him all the time because every girl's crazy about a pickup man. So it's just like it's one of my favorite genres of music, one of my favorite eras. Like 90s music in general is amazing. Like I think you can put the 90s up against any of your favorite eras and it still holds its own weight.
Yeah.
Now there are those who are going to be partial to the 80s and to the 70s.
I actually like 90s over the 80s. I'm not an 80s girl at all. Like when I hear a lot of 80s songs, it hurts my ears. I don't know why.
A lot of times I get in trouble for saying I like the 90s more than the 80s as far as music eras. Now I'm not saying the 80s weren't a great era. They were a fantastic era.
It's a great era.
But for me, because of my age, because I'm young Gen X, I'm 45. I'll be 46 later this year. I'm young Gen X. So for me, I was in high school in the 90s. So usually whatever music era you were in high school for is the one that you gravitate towards the most.
Yeah.
Now there are those who will kind of go backwards. Because I love 70s too. So I'll go like that is one that's very prevalent for me as well. But 90s like rock, R&B, hip hop, for me, it's almost unmatched to any other era and any other genre of music. It's like, this is where it was. This is where it was happening for me. Because again, this was me, high school, early college was like mid to late 90s. So that is always going to be like, your it's going to mean a lot to me because that's where I like grew up and cut my teeth. Now, my mother, I have her vinyl collection in my home right now. It's extensive, it's large, it's huge, and a bunch of it is just 80s like R&B, pop, funk. You got Prince in there, Stevie Wonder, Anita Baker, Luther Vandross, big time Luther Vandross. So it's just, there are a lot of different influences that go around in my head from my mom and my dad, from my family, the stuff that they listen to, but also me when I got older and was able to kind of like buy my own CDs, do my own thing. Getting into like Metallica and Def Leppard and AC/DC, and again, like late 90s, late 90s, The Offspring, Weezer, Nirvana, Foo Fighters. It's just, there's so much on the plate and on the Green Day, so much on the plate in the palette. Of course, but of course you got your Dr. Dre, your Tupac, your Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Like these were like the ones that were very prevalent for me, the stuff I was listening to all the time. And it was a very eclectic mix. And that's what you get from the content whenever you watch it, is that you see all these, like all this stuff is good. Like these mashups and like these soul mixes and yacht rock.
You're just a lover of music.
These are things that go on in my, you're taking a look inside of my brain. It's a messy place. I need to clean it up at some point, but that's the way my brain works. So it's just,
so when
you're seeing a lot of me,
like your Spotify, when they do like that year recap, what was your top album?
Oh,
do you remember?
Gosh, when I did Wrapped, what was my top album?
Or like just like music in general that were like at the top. Like what songs?
I think the one song that was played more than any other song in my Spotify Wrapped was the theme song for this wrestler named Joe Hendry.
Wait, what?
Because I listened to it all. Like, it's so catchy. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. It's just so catchy and so funny, and I would listen to it all the time.
So that ended up making the recap?
So, and I'll tell you why. because in my lives, when I do them on TikTok, I play music and people request that song so much because they, first of all, they know I love it. And secondly, because my follower base is so deep into wrestling that they will like call out different wrestling themes. And we played that one really to annoy this one guy that was in my live that hated it. And I was like, let me play it 5 times in a row just to make you mad. And
Oh my
so
God.
there's a fun aspect to it, but also, this again, when you see my content, this is not just stuff that I throw out there to make videos about. This is me.
Yeah.
This is who I am. Now, of course, none of it is like new music that's on my rap. Like all of it is like classic rock, old soul, wrestling themes. Then a lot of my stuff pops up too because I end up playing it as just to give people an example of the kind of stuff that I like make with the computer programs and stuff. So some of the things that I have on Spotify and Apple Music would pop up there as well. So it's just, but yeah, I
But
think that was
basically, you like all genres.
everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
I'm like the same way. If you looked at my playlist, you'd be like, Carla, you're all over the place. And half the time, I don't even know what the song name or the artist is, but I'm like obsessed with it.
If I hear a song one time
I Shazam
and I'm just
it.
into it, it's like, so there's
I get addicted.
there's a song that won the Eurovision contest, or at least they played it during the Eurovision contest a couple years ago called Think About Things. And it became a very popular viral sound because of this one YouTube video a couple of years ago. I want to say this was around the pandemic time. And I became obsessed with this song. And I would listen to it all the time. And it's still in my, Spotify does the on repeat playlist as well, songs that you listen to over and over again. And that one is still in my on repeat. That one and this one that just came out by a rap artist from the Bay Area called La Russell. It's called I'm From the Bay. And it's just a fun, there's no cursing in it. It's just a real fun Bay Area hip hop song, like in the vein of people like Keek the Sneak and E40 and Mac Dre. It's just so much fun and Too Short. Just so much fun. So songs like that. There's another one that's probably going to end up being number 1 on my Spotify rap this year called Scooby. And I heard it on my feed on TikTok. And it's just it's so fun, but it's got a semi-political message and it's very poignant, but it's just a very catchy tune. And I'm now that I've talked about it, I'm gonna listen to it in the car 5 times in a row when I leave. But there's so many different genres and so many different songs that you can find all over the place.
Yeah.
That some people would be like, I've never heard of that before in my life. And they listen to it one time, like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Thank you for the recommendation.
Right.
That's my sweet spot. That's where I get so much enjoyment in my content is when I can give somebody a song and they're like, I've never heard this before and I love it, or I haven't heard this in years. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I love that. I'm constantly looking for new music. I'll be in the grocery store, like you do your grocery store jam sessions. I can't even tell you how many good songs I got from just walking in the grocery store. The Winn-Dixie that just shut down or it's about to shut down over on Veterans. That was my Winn-Dixie that I used to shop at. I can't even tell you how many times I Shazammed. I would be walking down the aisle, I was like, yeah, this is good.
Like that was Winn-Dixie was the Winn-Dixie in Hammond is where I made the most of my grocery store content over the years while I've been here.
Winn-Dixie.
Man, for real. Like when it turned into Aldi, I was like, the streak is over. Like,
are they gonna play good music in Aldi?
I don't know. I just go to Albertsons now.
All right. There's an
but
Albertsons in Hammond?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It was right down the street from the Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
Like it was an Albertsons, then there's a Main Market. Then there was Winn-Dixie's and Aldi now, and then Rouse's is like a block away from all that.
Okay.
It's like a whole strip of grocery stores.
I wonder if Rouse's has good music.
Yeah.
Probably
not really.
Winn-Dixie. Why did they have such good music?
Well, it was just a place to be. Like, I can't tell you the number of viral videos that I've recorded in a Winn-Dixie. This is real talk. There's one, I want to say it's either in Kenner or Covington. It's right off of the interstate, and that was where I made one of my first big grocery store videos, listening to I think it was "Oh Sherry" by C. Perry, and it just blew up instantly. And I did another one at the Winn-Dixie in Hammond that was Phil Collins, and it just instantly people just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So it depends on the music, the environment, where you are, and how people receive it. But because we all dance in the grocery store. Look,
always.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to me.
You
don't
know
lie
you
to
do.
Carla. Say more and tell the truth, right? You're in the grocery store dancing just like we are, because if you are of a certain age, the music that they play in these grocery stores is your youth.
Yeah.
The last video I made in the grocery store, I was doing Duran Duran. Some music of my youth. The Reflexes, The Lonely Child, Waiting by the Park. Come on, guys. You know it. Get into it.
Or like me, it's new music.
Oh.
Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've Shazam songs. I'm like, this song is a banger. Do you ever say, when a song is really good, what do you call it?
It's a banger.
You do?
It's a banger. It's a jam. It's
a banger.
There's certain words that I can't say on the podcast.
Like what? Like this is the she?
The she's in the bomb, snip, snap, snap. Sure.
Okay.
Like these, I can't. It happens for me in the gym. Like, I don't usually hear new music in the grocery store anymore. I hear new music at the gym all the time. I did it this morning. I Shazammed the song while I was at the gym. It was Daughtry. And I don't think it was a new song, but it was just one I was like, I've heard this before, and the voice sounds really familiar. And it's my boy Chris Daughtry.
And it's your boy.
That right there is one of my favorite parts about this whole content creation thing, is the people that I've been able to meet and collab with. Because I've done collabs with Daughtry. I've done stuff with Creed, Bowling for Soup. Those are my boys. I love them to death. Those are my guys. Sleep Theory, which is a newer band, and I love them too. And I've done a couple of things with them, and they are just amazing. So yeah, it's music and content creation have brought me a lot of joy over the years. So when I get to talk about music while doing the content creation thing, it's a dream. It's the best. It's just, I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say more.
Yeah. So your number one genre is rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. And hip hop and R&B is a very close second. Very close second. But yeah, rock for me.
I feel like we need to do a little mashup together. Ooh. We'll have to figure it out.
We got to do something.
We got to do something. We keep saying this for years. We're like, oh, we got to do a collab, and we just haven't made it happen. We're making it happen this year.
Got to happen. Like it's like,
I mean, this is collabing.
In my mind, this is collab, but in my mind, I'm thinking like I'm at a restaurant eating, and then a song comes on, I get up, start dancing, and you jump in and start dancing too.
Okay, let's do it.
We both get into it. It's like a local restaurant, and it's like one of them things. Like, I think that would be money. I think people would love it. So let's put it on the books. Let's make it happen. Yes.
Boom.
Gonna do it.
Yes.
Gonna do this. Me and you.
I love it. This was so much fun having you on.
Thank you for having me. I've had a blast, man. This is really not even, this is not work. This is just sitting around chatting with a friend. Yeah. And I've had a blast, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah. And you're so inspirational. Fun. And people, we learn more about you, and it's great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just a guy, and I've been very blessed and fortunate. I'm blessed and highly favored. And God has really blessed me with the opportunity to do what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I'm a husband, I'm a father. I still teach, even though I'm technically retired. And
you're always going to teach. You're the Mr. Professor.
God,
you're just doing it on a different platform.
You heard her. You heard what she said. That's it. That's all it is.
That's it. Yeah. And your sign off again?
If nobody's told you today, you are loved, you're appreciated, you're important, you're more than enough exactly as you are, and always remember to be great.
Be great. Love you, Mr. Professor.
Love
Thank
you
you
too,
for
Carla.
having
Thank you so much for
for being
having
on.
me.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day, guys.